there, private practice owners. This is Lisa Wozniak with Woz Marketing, dropping by to talk to you today about LinkedIn. I've heard some feedback from private practice owners that there's been a change to the algorithms on LinkedIn, and they're no longer getting the exposure that they once were on LinkedIn. So thought I would stop by today and talk to you a little bit about why that's happening and what you can do about it. The reason why LinkedIn has changed their algorithms is they're wanting to get back to attending to the content of their core demographic, which is working professionals. And as such, they're wanting to do away with a lot of those cute little cat videos that you see, or some puppy memes, or some of those other funny and off-the-wall things that you sometimes see on other social media platforms. They're wanting to make sure that the content that's posted on LinkedIn is catered toward working professionals. So with that in mind, here's some things that you can do that will help increase your exposure ratings on LinkedIn and get you back into the main news feed where all of your followers will be seeing your posts. So number one is just kind of a natural sort of piece of advice. Make sure that you are following your followers on LinkedIn. Make a concentrated effort to engage with their posts. Go far beyond the just liking of their posts and actually leave comments or share some of their content. Not only does that improve your engagement ratings on LinkedIn, but there's a reciprocal effect to that, where some of your followers will respond in kind, and obviously that's going to increase your engagement ratings as well. So the other thing is to make sure that when you're creating a post, make sure that you call out your target market. So you'll notice in the post that I have on LinkedIn that I specifically call out private practice owners. That's the group of people that I serve. And whenever anyone sees a post from me on LinkedIn, they'll know exactly who my target market is. And I encourage you to do the same, whether that be lawyers or teachers or whoever the target market audience is that you serve. Make sure that you call them out. That will let LinkedIn know that you are responding to their algorithms in kind. So the other piece of advice I have for you is if you're publishing a blog post, many of you have blogs on your website and you use social media to increase the exposure to that blog, which is terrific. But in the case of LinkedIn, what you'll want to do is post your blog, copy and paste your blog into LinkedIn Pulse. And so that would be linkedin.com/pulse, or on the home page, when it asks you if you want to leave a post or a video, that kind of thing, select the option that says article. It will take you to LinkedIn Pulse, and from there you can copy and paste your blog right into that platform. What I do want to caution you for, though, is make sure that you post a link to your website so that you are constantly circling your followers back to your website where all of your main information about you and your business resides. So keep your LinkedIn profile up to date and make sure that it's targeted to your target market, your niche, your crowd of followers. So again, whether that be teachers or lawyers or private practice owners or healthcare professionals, make sure that you specifically call that out in your profile, and make sure that your profile is created and catered specifically to them. Be active on LinkedIn. So, get involved in some of the groups that are out there, offer your feedback, write recommendations for some of your other followers. And again, as I had mentioned earlier, go ahead and leave comments and share some of the feedback from the people who follow you. The more active that you are on LinkedIn, the more that triggers them to see you as an active follower of LinkedIn and put your information back into the main news feed as well. You'll also want to make sure that you're posting during normal business hours. I know a lot of us sometimes will get up in the middle of the night and we'll have a thought and we'll jot that down and we'll go ahead and create a post and just put it out there on LinkedIn, thinking that the next day when people are at work or they're active during normal business hours, they'll see it. What ends up happening is that sometimes gets buried in the news feed. So when you're creating your posts, do that during normal business hours. And if it's at all possible, post directly to LinkedIn. You know, a lot of times when you use a third-party social media scheduler, that will kick some of the algorithms on LinkedIn out of whack a little bit, and you aren't going to be seen as regularly as you would be if you're posting directly on LinkedIn itself. I know that's not always possible, but even if you do it specifically when you're doing your blog posts and SEO is at play, it's a good idea to post directly on LinkedIn itself. And then the last piece of advice that I would give you is not to overpost. I know that in the earlier ages of social media marketing, you couldn't have enough content out there. People were posting every hour on the hour, and that seemed to be the rule of thumb. A lot has changed since then. If you overpost on social media, what will end up happening is you'll get a wall up essentially from people. They get tired of hearing from you, and so they just kind of tune you out, and you don't get the engagement ratings that you did before. So think about the content that you put out there. Make sure that you're not overselling, that you're putting content out there that's of value to your target audience and will help elevate you as the industry expert in your field. I'm Lisa Wozniak with Woz Marketing, helping you navigate your yellow brick road. Have a great day.